Have you ever been scared by an animal? Admit it. Even the bravest among us have felt a shiver down our spine at least once. It's a sensation that's all too familiar, a primal instinct that dates back to our ancestors, who had to face off against the wild on a daily basis. This fear towards animals is a common and natural reaction. It's etched into our DNA, and is as much a part of us as our need to breathe. According to some studies, around 10 to 20% of people experience this fear. It's a staggering number when you think about it. That's 1 in every 5 to 10 people. The most commonly feared animals are the ones that we've all heard about: spiders, snakes, dogs, and the like. They can inspire fear with just a mere mention. So if you've ever jumped at the sight of a spider or hurriedly crossed the street to avoid a stray dog, you're definitely not alone. But why do some of us feel this fear while others don't? Well, to understand this, let's dive into the fascinating world of neuroscience and evolution. When we encounter a perceived threat, our bodies instinctively trigger what's known as the fight or flight response. This is a physiological reaction that prepares us to either confront or run from the danger. Now imagine coming face to face with a snake or a spider. Your heart races, your palms get sweaty, and your muscles tense up. This is your fight or flight response kicking in, signaling your body to prepare for potential harm. But what makes snakes and spiders in particular so fear-inducing for many of us? That's where evolution comes into play. Our ancestors, who roamed the earth thousands of years ago, had to be cautious of these creatures, as they could be venomous. Over time, this caution transformed into a deeply ingrained fear, passed down from generation to generation. The brain, particularly the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure, plays a crucial role here. It's responsible for processing emotions, especially fear. When we see a snake or spider, the amygdala triggers a fear response, even if we know that the creature isn't dangerous. So next time you feel your heart racing at the sight of a creepy crawly, remember, it's just your brain trying to protect you. So, is there a way to overcome these fears? Absolutely. And one of the proven methods is through exposure therapy. This technique involves gradually and repeatedly exposing oneself to the animal they fear until the fear response begins to decrease. It's a bit like dipping your toes in the water before taking the plunge. Starting with small steps, such as looking at pictures or videos of the animal, then gradually progressing to being in the same room with the animal, and eventually holding or touching it, can significantly reduce the fear response. But exposure therapy is just one piece of the puzzle. Education plays a crucial role too. Understanding more about an animal, its behavior, and its habitat can help demystify it and reduce the fear associated with it. For instance, learning that spiders are more afraid of us than we are of them, or that snakes often only attack when threatened, can help put things into perspective and alleviate fear. Another helpful tip is to talk about your fear. Sharing your experiences with others, especially those who have successfully overcome similar fears, can provide reassurance and foster a sense of community. Remember, overcoming fear doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and a little bravery. But the sense of accomplishment and the newfound freedom that comes with conquering your fear is worth every bit of the effort. With time, patience, and a little bravery, anyone can learn to overcome their fear of animals. In the end, it's important to remember that animals are more than just potential sources of fear. They are integral parts of our world, playing crucial roles in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems. From the bees that pollinate our flowers to the wolves that keep deer populations in check, every creature has its place in the intricate web of life. Moreover, animals offer companionship that transcends human bonds. The loyalty of a dog, the comforting purr of a cat, the cheerful chirp of a bird. These are connections that enrich our lives in ways words often fail to capture. Perhaps most remarkably, animals can be healers. Therapy animals, for instance, provide comfort and relief to those suffering from physical or mental distress. Their mere presence can bring joy, calm anxiety, and alleviate loneliness. We are surrounded by a world of diverse creatures, each unique and deserving of respect. After all, every animal has its role in the grand scheme of life. So let's learn to coexist with them in harmony, shall we? Before we wrap up, here's a little warning for you. If you enjoyed this video and you don't want to miss out on future content like this, remember to subscribe, like, and share our channel. If you don't, well, you might just find yourself being haunted by the animals we talked about today. Imagine waking up to a phantom spider on your pillow or a ghostly snake slithering across your kitchen floor. Not a pleasant thought, is it? So hit that subscribe button and let's keep the animal spirits at bay together.